then I was also ambassador for 4 years in Syria, in Damascus.
Okay, what can you say about our conference?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say a few words about Azerbaijan, because this is not the first time that I've been here. I've only been here for 2 days, so it's very difficult to say very general things, but my first impressions are very, very positive. Baku is a beautiful place, and what really struck me as wonderful was that the whole place is now being constructed. So new buildings, huge buildings are going up, and it looks as if within a few years probably Baku will have a completely different trade, even from the trade that it has now. And then after Baku we drove here, and this is just paradise. It's like being in paradise. So I don't think I've ever been to such a beautiful place, in such a magnificent hotel, overlooking the mountains, and I really feel very attracted. Instead of going to the conference meetings, why don't I take a walk somewhere there? But of course, I'm here at the conference.
Yes, and did you like our presentation?
I loved it. I loved it because it was very inspiring. Partly it showed how grateful you are to AzETA. This was one thing. The other thing is that you are full of enthusiasm. Your recent visits and all that you learned about English language teaching, it was very impressive, and you were a very nice young lady.
Thank you very much. What is your biggest success in your life?
The biggest success are my 3 children.
Good way
I've
to
got
answer.
2 daughters who are grown up, and I've got an 11-year-old son as well. And as the youngest in the family and the only boy in the family, I'm very proud of him.
Yes, very nice. And do you see the biggest difference among the Azerbaijan education and the Azerbaijan teaching and your teaching in your country?
I don't think there is a great deal of difference in terms of English language teaching. At the same time, I was very impressed that even though I don't speak Azerbaijani, not a word, but I speak Russian, and I could get by in Baku. Well, I speak Russian. Yeah, I speak Russian, not very well these days. I used to speak quite fluently.
Can you say some words?
Ну, конечно, я могу говорить по-русски. Я очень хорошо все-таки.
Very good. How would you how you increase the leadership skills in your lesson? How you increase the leadership?
Yeah, well, it's very, very easy to deal with university students because my students all want to become teachers of English. So they don't really need extra motivation. They are very motivated internally because they know that that will be their future career, their whole life. So it's very easy to manage my students. When I was in the secondary school, at the beginning of my career, it was far more difficult because children are sometimes misbehaved.
How your students call you? Super teacher?
Thank you, but no, they usually call me Peter. That's quite common in Hungary. That we call, especially when I look at them as my peers, even though I'm much older than
like family.
we are a family, and we have the same profession, the same trade, the same vocation. So I don't want to make it very formal.
And what do you expect from your students?
Well, what I expect them to do is to increase their command of English. Because for an English teacher, the number one thing is to be able to speak the language as well as possible. So this is the number one thing. At the same time, I also expect them to love their future students, their future pupils. So I think these 2 things, love of the language and love of your students, these are key elements.
I'm sure that they love you. I'm sure that
you're
really
go and ask them. Come to Hungary and find out. I know.
Inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the
interview. It was very great for us to take your interview. Thank you for your
Thank you so
interview.
much. Thank you.